Hello, my name is Kevin Bourke, and I've been helping retirees, seniors, and their adult children make sound financial decisions for over 25 years. My main goal is to help people manage their retirement savings to last as long as they do. And these days, that can be well into their 80s. In fact, I have several clients who are well into their 90s. Because I'm so passionate about this subject, I recently wrote a book called Make Your Money Last a Lifetime. Make Your Money Last a Lifetime is filled with ideas that I hope will make your retirement more satisfying and less stressful financially. In this clip, I'm going to talk about something that every single one of us should be concerned about, and particularly retired individuals. I'm talking about financial scams. There is no list to the end of scams being carried out every day, and seniors are a prime target. You've worked hard for your money, you've saved and invested wisely, but it can all disappear in a moment if you are taken in by a con artist. According to the director of the Federal Trade Commission, senior citizens are among the most vulnerable to fraudsters in America today. And there are a host of scams that you wouldn't even think of. It's an unpleasant thought, but there are groups of criminals who seem to spend every waking moment thinking of ways to steal your money. Some set up what are called boiler rooms, where teams make cold calls all day long, trying to get retirees to put their money in bogus investments. If you don't know the person on the other end of the line, and you're uncomfortable simply hanging up, ask them for their phone number and tell them you'll call them back at a later time, or they can call back when a friend or relative will be there to take the call. Once you make that offer, they will typically hang up themselves. It's unfortunate what lengths some will go to take your hard-earned cash. They will take advantage of people in ways that are hard to imagine. I would like to help you manage your investments. According to the National Council on Aging, there are 10 scams that specifically target people over the age of 65. Here they are. Healthcare, Medicare, health insurance. This is a scam where fraudsters pose as a Medicare rep to get personal information from older people. One reason this scam is so prevalent is that your Medicare number is the same as your Social Security number. If a con artist calls representing themselves as a Medicare rep, sometimes we feel it's okay to give them our information, just to confirm our status. Don't do it. They just want your Social Security number. If this happens, ask the caller for their number at the Medicare office and offer to call them back. If they hang up, proof positive it was just a scam. Counterfeit drugs. Be cautious when ordering prescription drugs. Consider the source carefully. Funeral and cemetery scams. Losing a loved one is a very difficult time for any of us. Scammers understand this and so target the families of those who died recently. Sadly, at a time when the last thing you want to worry about is con artists, you must. Fraudulent anti-aging products. There are many on the market, so do your research. Telemarketing. The best thing to do is hang up on telemarketers. But I recognize that you may not feel comfortable doing that. If so, simply say, "My son will be here in a few minutes. Can I have your phone number and I'll have them call you back?" If the telemarketer is an aggressive type and wants to know when, just say, "Not exactly sure. Why don't you give me your number and I'll have someone call you back." Internet fraud. There are so many ways we can fall prey to fraud on the internet. Be extremely cautious of emails that appear to come from your bank and include links for you to click. These are often fraudulent. Be slow to enter your financial information in any website that you don't have strong reason to believe is safe. Investment schemes. Scammers pitch retirees investment opportunities. Beware when scammers say they can safeguard your cash for later years. If the salesman doesn't come well recommended, or he or she is not a well-known, well-respected advisor, beware. Reverse mortgage scam. Anytime you get the pitch to do a reverse mortgage, call your lawyer or your financial advisor. Sweepstakes and lottery scam. I'm going out on a limb with this and say virtually all sweepstakes and lottery notices you receive are scams. The Grandparent Scam. This one is horrible. Scammers call an older person and say, "Hi Grandma, do you know who this is?" When the grandparent guesses the name, the caller says yes, and then proceeds to tell a sad story about needing money for a college payment or a car payment. This one happens all too often. I certainly don't want you to be paranoid, but I do want you to be aware. If you are aware of the scams that are out there, you'll be much better off. And you'll be able to preserve your investment and keep your hard-earned money.